Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Cash and Guns, 2nd edition. Cash and Guns, 2nd edition, is designed by Ludovic Montblanc, published by Repost Productions. I was having trouble saying that. Plays 4 to 8 players or more if you have the expansions, which I do. Ages 10 plus 30 minutes. It could go on longer depending on how much fun you're having and crazy you're getting. And effectively what you're doing in this game is you are a bunch of thieves. And you're holding up a place and then the loot's there, but you don't want to share it. You want it all for yourself. And what that means is you're going to be taking a foam gun and pointing at people, trying to hold them up to steal their loot. You want to be the person that has the most loot at the end of the game. But if you get shot too many times, you die and you don't get any loot. So you're trying to balance all that out. There's some bluffing. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. That's enough talking about it. Let's just go out to the table. Check it out.
Come on, play the game.
Alright, so here's a game of Cash and Guns with some of the pieces of More Cash, More Guns and Team Spirit all set up for 4 players. Now, I'm not showing you everything that comes in all the expansions, but I do have them all mixed together so you'll see some bits, and I try to talk about what is different from the base in this video, but I might forget. So, to set up, first thing you're going to do is you're going to give each player a gun and a roll. Normally you get this gun, the regular pistol. But this player has the grappling, and this is from Team Spirit, and this one gives you the grappling gun. When you shoot a person, you can decide to either wound them, or you can lay them down and steal a loot from them. So that's kind of what that does, which is cool. And then this player has the greedy. During a split, the first time the player takes their share, they can take 2 at the same time, but then they're done. The hustler, I have them on the card, they're easy to read here. At the beginning of each turn, this player randomly draws a bullet card from the hand of another player and hands them one with their own in exchange, which is cool. And the other player has the stealthy, and all 3 of these come from the base game. The stealthy is, when this player lays down, they immediately take 10,000 from the middle of the table if there is one. Alright, so that's that. So the only thing from one of the expansions is the grappling here. Everything else, base game. Then each player is going to get 5 click cards and 3 bang cards. They'll be in their hand. And each player will take a standee. I don't know if any of these come from the expansion or not, but they're just characters, so it doesn't really matter. Just take a character that you like. In the team game, there are some that will match. Like there's 2 more of these because you're going to be on teams of 3. But for this, it doesn't matter. Just take a character. Then what you're going to do is you're going to shuffle all the loot cards, and I'm playing with the More Cash, More Gun loot cards, and shuffle them all together in 8 piles of 8 cards. The rest of the cards, there'll be 16, will go under the safe. This is from More Cash, More Guns. And then you're going to flip the first 8. Now, in this first section here, one of these is from the More Cash, More Guns. It's going to let you, if you take this, you get to look through this pile and take a loot card that you want. So that's cool. And I think that's all the setup. We have the wound tokens and the $60,000 diamond and the Godfather desk. Alright, so now we're ready to play. The game's going to play the same. You're going to follow these steps on this Godfather desk, which I'll keep over here so I know what's going on. So first thing that's going to happen is you're going to take a bullet card. And I'm going to play as this character, but I'm going to randomly do all the other ones just as like a simulation. So let's see. I'm going to do a click, but no one knows that. So I'm going to play that card. Then I'll shuffle all the rest of them and take one. Again, they would all be picking. I just want to show you how it works though. There's that. They'll pick. And before, at the beginning of each turn, the loot step. So they would take this card from this player. They'll take a card from this player. They get to steal a card. And then they'll give them one of theirs. Again, they would actually switch, but this is what they get to do. So they'll get this one. All right, and then they're going to play play one. I'll play this one. And then this player will play this one. Okay. Then what's going to happen is everyone is going to then take their gun and point it at someone. All right. You can point it at whoever you want. And I think I'm just going to kind of aim it at who I want. So if this will be that one, that I'll just tell you who I'm shooting at. So at the same time, I can't do that because I only have 2 hands. So I'm going to shoot at the one across from me. They're going to shoot at me. They're going to shoot at me. And they are going to shoot at that player. All right. So now we've all done that. We picked our bullet card. It's all laid out on this card. We've all held up somebody, which we've done. Now the Godfather has a privilege. What they're allowed to do is they're allowed to change one of the people who are aiming at someone to make them point at somebody else. They can't tell them who to point at, but they just have to change their hold up. So I'll actually take this player, and they will point at this player. All right. Then what's going to happen is we're going to have some courage, and we're going to decide who all is still in and who wants to, if somebody wants to lay down their character. Now, if you lay down your character, you're not getting any loot, but you also won't take a shot if someone shoots you. So right now I'm getting shot by that one. This one's getting shot by both of those. So I think this character is going to lay down, which means they stop pointing their gun. These two will stop pointing their gun because that character is laid down. And it's just me pointing at that. No one else is laying down because no one else is in trouble. This player will discard their bullet card face down because they're out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to flip cards. So I played a click, so nothing happens over there. This player is not shooting, so they discard face down. This player is not shooting, so this discards face down. And then we're ready to split the loot. All right, so splitting the loot is going to happen a little differently when playing with the more cash, more guns. Normally, starting with whoever's standing up closest to the Godfather gets to split the loot. But in this case, the Godfather's starting because the Godfather is still standing. So the way that works is you can either take one of these cards from here, or once per round, the Godfather is able to get into the safe, take the top 2 cards, and keep one and put the other one back. All right? So I think that's what they're going to do. For the first, they're going to grab the 20K, because no one else can get in there yet. So they'll take the 20K, put it face down. Then it goes to that player. Ooh, they're going to take this one. So this is a combination card. This is going to let them look in this entire stack and keep a card that they want. This gets discarded. So they'll go in here. I'm not going to show you what's in here. I'll just show you what they picked. They're actually going to take 10,000 diamond. And then this goes back in there. They have to stay in the same order. That's in the rules. Then it's this player. They're going to take 20K. And we keep going until all the loot is gone. I'm going to use my ability here. Take 2 out of the thing. I got 10K. And now this flips face down because we've used it. Oh, forgot to put this card back. And then that player is going to take 20K. This player is going to take 20K. I'm going to take art. This player will take 5K. This player is actually going to take the Godfather desk because they want to be Godfather. So now they'll be Godfather. And then I get stuck with a healing card, so a med kit, but I don't have any damage, so that's worthless. All right, and that is a whole round. Let's play one more. So this player will stand up. And again, these players could have taken their ability to, I forgot. No, they didn't lay down. And she could have taken 2 at the same time, but she got more by staying in. So let's do round 2. So first thing we flip is flip all the safe, the desk back over. We'll flip 8 new cards. All right, so a couple new cards out on this time. We have the painting here. Pay 20,000 bucks. And it counts as a painting. The reason you want paintings, I think, who took a painting? I took a painting. The more paintings you have, the more points they're worth. So right now, if I would get that card, for spending 20,000, it would only be worth 12. But say it's going to move me from 8 to 9. That's 300 to 400,000. That's a good deal. So that's going to help you get more paintings, which is cool. And then the lock, there's a key and a lock. If both players are still alive that have the key and the lock, each of those cards is worth $25,000. But if one of them dies, they're worth 0. And then this is a base game. That's just an extra bang card. And I didn't really explain diamonds, but whoever has the most diamond cards, not value, diamond cards, gets this, and it's an extra 60 grand at the end of the game, which is cool. So let's play one more. So this player is the Godfather. We're going to break down the thing. So first thing this player is going to do is flop a card, because that's their ability. All right, and then we're going to point. So I'm going to point. We're going to play a card. I'm going to actually play a bang this time, but no one knows that. And then they're just going to go here and here and here. All right, and then I'm going to point at the Godfather. They're going to point at the Godfather. Godfather's going to point at me. And then that player, I think, is going to point at the Godfather as well. So everybody's pointing at the Godfather, except for the Godfather, they're pointing at me. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to tell someone, the Godfather's going to tell someone to redirect, which is Godfather privilege on this card here. Put that right there so you can see it. And I think they're going to tell that player to redirect, and they're going to redirect to me. Okay? So now they're pointing at me, the Godfather's pointing at me, and I'm going to stay in. I'm not scared. So now everybody's going to stay in, I believe. The Godfather's in. Yeah, everybody's staying in. So we reveal our cards. I did a bang. They have a click, so I'm good there. I'm not getting shot by that one. They did a click, so I'm not getting shot by that one. And then they were shooting at the Godfather. This person's shooting at me. A click, I'm safe. So on my special ability, when I shoot, I can lay someone down and take one of their loot, which I'm going to do. They're not taking a wound, but I'm going to lay them down, and I get to take one of their loot, and I'm going to take the 20K. And then when they lay down, their special ability is, which one are they? They're the stealthy. They can take a 10K for free, which they're going to go ahead and do. They'll take that and put it in their pile. So they get to use their special ability anyway, which is cool. All right, so everybody that's still standing up will get some loot. So Godfather's going to go ahead and start. And there's plenty of cards. She's not going to waste her ability right now. She wants to take the diamond. I'm going to take the 20K. That player's out. This player's going to take the key. They want to try. You know, they actually want to get some money right now. They don't have anything. They'll take the 20K. Whoops. Deacon fell out. This player is going to take... They'll take the key. No, they're actually going to dive in here. Use their special power. And they're going to take 10K. And then that's done. Back to me. I'm going to take the key. I have no issues with that. I'm going to stay alive. This player is going to take the 5K. This player is going to take the magazine. They're going to take the desk. They want to be Godfather again. I'm going to take the magazine, which gives me another bang card back in my pile, which is cool. And this player will take the fake painting that they can, or not fake, I guess. They can buy it to be a painting. And that's the end of the round. And we're going to play through 6 more rounds just like that. And at the end of the game, the Godfather is actually going to have another choice. So normally at the last round, the Godfather desk doesn't matter. But there are these money that we didn't show. And these are fake money. So at the end of the last round, the 8th round, when the Godfather takes this desk, they get to decide if this money is real or if it's fake. All right? If they say real, then it's worth the money. If it's fake, then it's worth 0. Is there anything else that I didn't show you? So that gives the Godfather some power at the end of the game. Normally there's not a lot of power there. There's also this card, which is diamonds. 2 diamonds. They have no value, but they count as 2 diamond cards for the purpose of getting the 60K. Here's the briefcase that goes with the key. Again, if somebody has that and they're still alive, they get 25K. And then I thought there were some funky paintings here. Let me find them. So at the end of the game, you'll decide, the Godfather will decide if the counterfeit money is real or fake. And then you'll see who has the most diamond cards, and they will get the 60,000 extra dollars. And then you're going to count up all of your loot and see who has the most money, and that is it. So yeah, those are all the special cards. There's that one art thing you have to pay 20,000 for, all the counterfeit money and the diamonds. So whoever has the most diamonds cards gets 60K. You add that to your total. Then whoever has the most points, most money after all that is said and done is the winner. And that is how you play Cash and Guns with a little few pieces from the expansions. Let's go to the top, see what they think about it.
What do you think, son? What do you think?
All right, well, that was Cash and Guns. So, like I told you in the overview, I had a couple of pieces of different expansions turned on. But mostly what the expansions do, and I'll just go into the components right now, is they're going to give you more characters. So there's some team characters. Here's some characters with really great art. But the reason that I wanted the expansions, not even for the characters, because the characters are cool, but at the end of the day, they don't really do much. But you get piles of different guns. Taser. Grappling hook. Fantastic. Little tiny gun here. Some big old monster guns. Even, if I can find them, a silencer that you can put on a gun, which is fantastic. We'll go ahead and do that. So I want you to see what that looks like. Let's get a regular gun. Silencer. That's awesome. Where are the fake guns? There's a gun. There's a dual wield. Fake. Non-fake. So you can point at two different people. And people have to determine if you have the real gun or the fake gun. So that's cool. There's also, I think that might be all the fancy guns. That's the majority of it. So just a pile of guns, pile of special abilities. There's some, like you saw in the overview, there's the vault or the safe, which is cool. You can play in teams, which I haven't done yet. There's surprise cards that you can play once. It like does something crazy, all that kind of stuff. But mostly guns and characters, superpowers. That's what we want. So this game's fantastic. It's a party game. It's probably my favorite party game at the moment. I love this. It's got the same art as Munchkin, which I really dig. I like the Munchkin art. I can't get enough of it. I've played this game 3 or 4 times and I've died every single time. Haven't ever won the game. Haven't stayed alive throughout the whole game. But I don't even care because it's that fun. It's just a game that I'm having a good time playing. Pointing some fake guns at people. And just having a blast. No pun intended. It's fantastic. It's easy to play. The rule book, literally for the base game, is this and that. So a cover and 2 pages inside. And breakdown of characters on the back. That's it. So easy to play, to get up and running and just having a good time. And I love this. Love it so much. So I'm going to give this a BGM Accept the Seal. This is going to get a 9 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4.5 out of 5 wrenches. On an arbitrary wrench scale, it means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy. And that's what I'm going to do. So that is Cash and Guns, 2nd edition from Repost Productions. I'm Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.